I'd just like to firstly introduce myself. I'm Jane Brading. I'm from the Three Rivers Fairtrade group, so I'm speaking on behalf of the whole group. And I'd like to say a very, very warm welcome to Three Rivers. It's lovely to have you all with us, marking this Fairtrade fortnight with the very first Watford and Three Rivers Fairtrade Directory. And we're very pleased to be in Waitrose. Now, in just a minute, I'm going to hand over to the leader of Three Rivers, Councillor Anne Shaw, and the Mayor of Watford, Dorothy Thornhill, who are going to say a few words. And they are very important because they represent the councils who are our sponsors, and we are very grateful to them. Thank you very much indeed. I would just like to very briefly say my personal thank you. First of all, to our Watford colleagues. This is the first time we've had a joint venture, and it's been really very good working with you. Also, I'd like to say thank you to the members of the Three Rivers group. They work incredibly hard. I mean, what you see is just the tip of an awful lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So, on behalf of the Three Rivers group, to thank you for all the supporters throughout Three Rivers, because again, it's very much a grassroots movement, and we're very conscious that we can't do anything unless we've got a lot of support from all of you. I'll now hand over to Anne Shaw.
Hello. I will be very brief. If I'm not brief, I will be in trouble back at the mill. I want just to congratulate particularly the two steering groups. I think you've produced an absolutely excellent directory. It's not only full of useful information, it's full of useful general information, and actually it's a pleasure to look at and read, which one cannot always say about such documents. It's really good to see the voluntary sector working with two councils. That's absolutely splendid. It's absolutely splendid to see two councils working together. Well done, everybody. Thank you.
For me, what strikes me when I look at the success from those early days, from an initial meeting when two people came and said, how about it, what do you think, to what we've got now. And I'm reminded that actually it is a powerful consumer movement. It is small p political, but my God, hasn't it been effective. If you think back a few years, you struggled to find fair trade in the shops. Now there is a real feeling that people should be supporting this, and they do in considerably more numbers than they ever did. So it's a consumer championism, and it's a good thing. Anne said this was a good read, and I'll end with what we say in Watford. What we would say in Watford is, it's quality.
Well done, Dorothy.
It is indeed a celebration today of an achievement of this directory. We still have a challenge. At the moment there are something like 7.5 million farmers and their families who are helped by the fair trade system, which is fair. There are lots and lots of others who are not yet helped and who are still in poverty and still need to be lifted out of poverty by trade justice. Fair trade is part of the trade justice movement, and what we need to do now, we've got lots and lots of shops and cafes and supporters, over 220 supporters in this directory in the two areas. We still have thousands more workplaces and businesses who don't use fair trade, or at least they're not in our directory. So we need to try and get as many people, recruit as many people as possible to use fair trade. And that big mug which we have, which says swap Swap Your Cuppa is the theme for this year's Fairtrade Fortnight.
You can see on the screen we've got catering, workplaces, schools, and bakeries, and wholesale. So anyone can get involved, anyone can go up and edit what's on there, can expand the links, can put pictures on, can put additional information about those companies. If you think there's a company that deserves extra credit, you can go on there and say why.